I'm Tom.
And we are Velocities in Music, VIMTV. Tonight, we're really excited about this one, guys, because this one came out of nowhere for us. I mean, people like this album, and it got good scores on Metacritic. Other reviewers out there not on Metacritic were giving it good scores, and so we had to check it out. Lykke Li, or Lykke Li, or however you say it, we're not quite sure.
Lykke Li. I heard her pronounce her own name, and it's kind of like Lykke Li.
Yeah, it comes out easier as Lykke Li.
We probably won't get it right all the time, so give us a break.
But
anyways,
her 2011 album, which is her second album, produced, I'm almost sure on this, by Peter, Bjorn, and John, who have a new album coming out in the next couple weeks, which we're excited for. We're PB&J fans. Lykke Li's new album is Wounded Rhymes, and it's a little bit darker, a little bit more primal, as she described it from my Wikipedia research. What a great resource. And I also read there that she wanted to write these songs, and she approaches the songwriting process by allowing herself, she says that her music is a way that she can express herself what she can't do in actual communication, and that's exactly what I interpret music as, so that works perfectly. And I feel like that's why these songs had such a positive and powerful appeal to so many people, because so many people are loving Wounded Rhymes, and I feel like that's applicable. Now, Tom, you have some really good insights to this album. I'm interested to hear them.
This album, you know, it took me a while to realize why I really liked it. At first, it just sounded so unique. I love the attitude. I love just Lykke Li's persona on this album. It's just so alluring, and like, I mean, you can't help but have respect for her and dig it just from the way she presents herself. But once you dig deeper into the music, what I really liked about it is it hit me once when I was listening to it. I was like, you know, this is actually just very poppy songwriting. Right. The core of the songwriting is very poppy. But the reason it works, the reason it's so much better than a lot of pop stuff, is because she portrays it so differently with the production, with her dark lyrics, and just the way she puts out the music is so different. Right. It's so different. This so easily could have been any other pop album with different lyrics and that cliche, crappy production, but instead she went for this thick, kind of indie, reverbed out at times, washed out at times sound, but it never gets too much into the extreme. Right. It's always accessible, but it still stretches your listening experience just a little bit, and that's what I love about it. That, plus the fact that just every single one of these songs is good. What do you know? Putting out an album that's just full of good songs. No weak spots on this for me. I just love it. When
you never want to skip a track when you're listening to an album, it's going to be a better album than an album that you have to skip tracks. I'm serious. I'm on to something here, folks. I don't know why.
I mean, and the dynamics, it's got the low points, it's got the really huge high points and energy, lots of different styles. I mean, this is just what I'm looking for in music.
And that's, you know, I completely agree. I mean, I picked out 5 factors about this that are the 5 things that I look for more than any other factor in music. Mood, originality, vocals, lyrics, and production. All of those things I feel like are exemplary on Wounded Rhymes. And really the mood is just the first thing that I latched onto, and then I realized how original the sound was. And I do agree, Tom, that it is rather poppy sounding. But one thing I did want to comment on is that while this album starts very poppy, I mean, the first 2 tracks, which are 2 of my favorite tracks on the album, are very poppy, but the album about halfway starts going really dark and really moody very quickly and finishes that way, which is awesome that in one album you can give such a wide array, such a huge dynamic contrast in mood, and that's something that is really special. You don't see that a lot from artists, especially operating in pop structures, which this is. My only criticism with this album is that because it's so poppy, it is employing a lot of the verse, chorus, chorus, break, or bridge, chorus, and I'll even say it, Justin Bieber structures. But the songwriting is so in the production and the vocals and everything going there is so well done that it covers a lot of that up. The only thing that those structures actually do accomplish is that it makes it a little bit predictable. I feel like some of these songs get a little predictable. Whenever you have predictability in music, it starts to get this whole new slew of arguments against it that you could have. That this is a very minor complaint, really, for me.
And same thing for me. I mean, the thing that really would have pushed this into like a 98 to 100 range for me is if she had thrown a few more curveballs in the songs themselves. I'd been like, oh man, this is cool. And then out of nowhere, bam!
Right.
And I'm like, whoa, where did that come from?
Right.
I never get that as much. But still, very damn good.
And one other thing I wanted to mention about this album that really got me is how the lyrics are a little bit obscure. They're not always fantastic, but there are times in this album where I feel like the lyrics really excel, and there's something that adds another element to the listening experience. And whenever that happens, I get really excited because everything here is focused around the lyrics. The lyrics drive the mood. The mood, it determines the songwriting style and how they're bringing around the song. The songwriting determines how the vocals are being presented. And I think the vocals are just so damn good throughout this album that it's just this positive building cycle. I think you just have a high-quality album. And that's just a formula for success. I'm really excited about this album. I'm going to give it a really good score. I'm going 87.
I'm going 92.
Yeah, you loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think? Lykke Li is huge right now, and I know a lot of people have checked this out, so I want your guys' comments. Was there anything you liked or didn't like about Wounded Rhymes? I'm pumped up to talk to you guys about it, so leave us a comment at www.velocitiesandmusic.com or youtube.com/velocitiesandmusic. I'm Jake.
I'm Tom.
And we are VIMTV, moving music critique forward.